Hey guys, welcome to Geography 3.4. We are on page 115 today, the last day that we are in Europe, okay? So we'll be in Eastern Europe today. There will be a link for a 1.5-minute video introducing Eastern Europe as if you were going to take a trip there. What you need to do with that video is just give me in 2 sentences the place that looks like the most interesting to visit in Eastern Europe and why, because they go through a few places there and they all look very beautiful and very interesting. Remember that Eastern Europe has a completely different culture than the West does, okay? The Eastern Europe is some of Russia, right? The Ukraine and different places like that. So not as different of a culture as, let's say, Asia or the eastern side of Russia, but some of it is not all the same as the West is, okay? Remember that the Russian president has criticize us for the Western culture that we have over on this side of the world. And so the culture is a little bit different over there. What you're going to be doing with the reading today on page 115 is you're going to give me now listen, here's the perspective of the writing that I want you to do today. I will tell you the number of sentences. You need to tell me from the perspective of like a tour guide introducing this part of the world, okay? What would you describe this part of the world like? So give me 4 sentences introducing Eastern Europe as a tour guide. In every section that you write, you must use 4 bold terms. So as you give me 4 sentences introducing Eastern Europe like a tour guide, you must use 4 of the black bold words like Volga, Dnieper, Carpathians, Transylvanian Alps, the Danube River, the humid continental climate, the Mediterranean climates. You must use 4 of those, okay? Russia, you must introduce it like a tour guide. You must tell me an introduction of 7 sentences, you guys, okay? I do want you to talk about the geography, but I want you to hit especially hard on, look at page 118 and 119, especially hard on the people and cultures, and on the resources and industries, because there's a lot of quick information about the history of Russia in here. What is the USSR, right? Who was Tolstoy? Who was Ivan the Terrible? Who is the CIS, the Commonwealth of Independent States, right? Stalin. Who was Stalin? Different things like that, and I want you to include that. Okay, so 7 sentences like a tour guide introducing not only the geography of Russia, but also the history. 2 sentences on Siberia, which is the Wonders of World Geography box up there on page 118. In the Baltic States, you're introducing all the Baltic States together in 4 sentences using 4 of the bold terms. In Belarus and Ukraine, same thing, 4 bold terms, 4 sentences. Poland, 4 bold terms, 5 sentences. They give some good information there in Poland as well. Czech Republic and Slovakia, 5 sentences, 4 bold terms. Hungary, 4 sentences, 4 bold terms. Romania, 4 sentences, 4 bold terms. Bulgaria, 3 sentences, 4 bold terms. Former Yugoslavian republics, 4 sentences, 4 bold terms. Albania, 3 sentences, 3 bold terms, because there's only 3 of them, okay? I don't know if I said 3 or 4 at the very beginning. If I think I contradicted myself, just understand that introduction is 4 sentences, 4 bold terms, okay? Then, just like usual, I want you to pick a YouTube video of one aspect of Eastern Europe, whether it's a country, an aspect of the country. Maybe you want to do one on the government of Russia. It'd be interesting. Maybe you want to do it on the president of Russia. Maybe you want to do it on Moldova, which is a little tiny country in between a couple countries there in Eastern Europe that's mentioned. So you pick it after you've read it, seen the video that I'm going to send out, so that you can have a good introduction to Eastern Europe. By the end of this class, in the next couple of weeks, we will have gone around the world, because now we're going to be spending 1 day in each of the continents that we have left, which is Africa, the Americas, Australia, and I think that's it. Antarctica, those. Okay, there we go. Bye, guys.